Let's talk about avoiding the terrible 2s and 3s and 4s, because I managed to do that with my first, and it looks like I'm doing that with my second, who just turned 2. But what I had instead were the terrible 1s. From 1 to 2 was a lot, okay? There were a lot of big feelings, a lot of outbursts of emotion, a lot of tantrums. And that's because the terrible 2s or 3s or 4s happen when you establish boundaries and stick with them, and kids are not happy about it. A lot of parents don't think their kids are capable at 1 to 2, so they wait to start establishing those boundaries until 2 or 3, and then they've got some crazy toddlers. I would rather walk through the fire from 1 to 2 because they're pretty easy to motivate at that age. They're pretty easy to calm down. They're a lot smaller at that age, so they're not going to do as much damage if they're trying to hit things or just like they're throwing their bodies all around. For both of my girls, they have had amazing behavior from 2 on. They know I mean business and that I'm going to follow through and that I always mean what I say, but they also know that we're going to have a lot of fun if they can have good behavior. And because I did so much front loading, they know what's expected of them. They know what good behavior looks like even when they're just 2 years old. Now, both my girls still have big feelings sometimes, still have tantrums sometimes, but they're like really brief and pretty rare. My second was definitely more emotional than my first, so she had a lot more tantrums from a much earlier age. And now she's mostly over them, and she is just wonderful to be around.